So I'm basically not a storyteller. I tell my own stories. I'm huge in drama, okay? Very huge in drama. Mammootty, Mohanlal, none of these guys can beat me. Put on me in my open jeep with my Great Dane, Stetson hat and gun and everything. 5:30 in the morning, everybody started running away. They thought Pakistan invaded India. All the newspapers and television channels, the demolition man comes to Delhi, me and my dog. Over the next 5 years, we were in the newspapers front page every day. We knocked on 14,310 illegal mansions in Delhi. If anybody threatens you, punch on the nose. Nose is the right place. So my dear people, let me ask you, which is the most important equipment in your body? I think the most important equipment in the body is your backbone. I teach at Harvard, I've been to the Kennedy School, to the business school, I've taught at almost every university in the world. I don't put it in my CV, I don't care. I was in Time Magazine's cover story, 100 young global leaders for the new millennium. I mean, these were the people who were supposed to take our countries and run them in the next millennium, the next century. And then finally I said, I want to be an orator. I spoke to the wall for 6 months, then finally went to the college. There was howling. I didn't stop. Then I got papers thrown at me. I didn't stop. Then I had books thrown at me. I didn't stop. Then finally I had shoes thrown at me. When I finished my speech, I had 250 shoes on the stage. Why don't we make Kottayam fully literate? I said, it's a good idea, but where is the money? 1989. In 1989, Kottayam was declared the first 100% literate town in the world, the first one in the country. How do you transform a dirty word, literacy, adult literacy, which is a dirty word, which belongs to the slums, how do you convert that into a fashionable word? So we did it. It was all over the world, from New York Times to everybody else, it was there. Kottayam becomes 100. I said, make a list of people who have encroached on DDA land, and we found something like 10% of the land was encroached. And I said, give me the top 10. And the top 10 were all politicians. And the number one on the list was H.K. Bhagat. Yeah, he was a Congress Union Minister. He was a PCC President, Delhi President of the Congress Party when I was Commissioner. He is the one single-handedly who masterminded the burning of 5006 in 1984 after Indira Gandhi's assassination. Terrible guy, the biggest mafia leader in Delhi, politician. He's number one on the list. I said, he is my first target. And I said, we'll take on him. Everybody came to me and said, sir, no, you can't touch him because he will burn you alive by tomorrow night. I said, okay, let's see. There's nothing to fear other than fear itself. I have to take out a man, and you know what was the size of the building? 200,000 square feet. Okay, the biggest mafia leader, PCC president, former union minister, and the Congress is in power. I had to ensure that the power of the state was very visible. I had 10,000 policemen on open trucks with guns. If necessary, we will shoot. Not beat up, we will shoot. Simple. And then 25 bulldozers, not one or two of these small little bulldozers, massive bulldozers on trailers, 25 of them in front of that. In front of that, me and my dog, my Great Dane. Me in my Stetson hat, my boots, cowboy boots, this Clint Eastwood hat and my gun. And I said, anybody moving 1 centimeter wrong, I said, I will shoot. Over the next 36 hours, I stood in that sun. I reduced 200,000 square feet into dust. I found an NGO called Janashakti to fight this. I told citizens, come, we will clean Delhi. Let me tell you what I did when I was entrance commissioner of Kerala. This was when I was principal secretary higher education. I only started all the private professional colleges in Kerala in 2001. Right or wrong, doesn't matter. I just did it. I know they would move to suspend me. When I was also a commissioner for entrance examination. We declared the results on the 7th day. Does it look humanly possible, reducing it from 3 months to 7 days? 6 newspapers wrote editorial on us saying it's a miracle. We got our homes wrong. Our homes are pathetic. Your homes are pathetic. There is no heart. There is no soul in your homes because you don't communicate. You don't sit with your children. You don't sit with your wife. Yeah, I got your question. I think it's very simple. The new education policy has the answers. I was a member of the NEP drafting committee. The initial part of the document is my contribution. I said, let the child discover knowledge by herself. I think the biggest failure of education is a failure of the family. It's a failure of the family. You don't teach your children to dream at all. When my mother passed away because of COVID, we started something called Mother's Meal. And we said we're going to supply 1 million meals to people who can't afford. You know how many meals we provided in 1 year? Just 1 year? 5 million. And I believe that the human species will be extinct from the face of the earth in 100 years. And the planet Earth will be very happy because we've been so wicked, so cruel. Look after planet Earth. Look after. So I was the chief observer for the elections in Madhepura in 2004. On day number 1, Rabri Devi, the chief minister of Bihar, comes to Madhepura on election campaign. I arrest her. Campaigning in a vehicle which was not registered. Violation. Lalu came at 3 o'clock in the morning, knock on the door. He said, sir, my party will not create any problem in this election. Let me tell you, in Madhepura, in that 2004 elections, not even a dog barked. Well, there are 2 things. If there is a rebirth, 2 things I would like to do. I would like to be a rock star. I want to be an F1 driver. I'm sure on the way there are many failures. And you need to accept failures the way you accept your success. In fact, I'm the only person who spoke in the parliament and said, we must worship people who create jobs. I'm not a very bright person. I'm not. I think there is only one objective of coming into the world, and that is happiness. My entire life has been scriptless. So, thank you very much, Devashish.